Hey, Brooke Barnard here talking about EMDs, or earnest money deposit. So as a buyer, the EMD is the first check you're going to write. On average, I would say it's about $1,000. It is cashed, so it is money. You have to have that money in your account. And it is cashed into the Liz Moore & Associates non-interest bearing checking account. This is your money, and you will get it back at closing. So why are you giving $1,000 to Liz Moore? You're not giving $1,000 to Liz Moore. We are holding it for you until closing. The point is to show the seller how serious you are about their house. You are putting up money, saying, hey, I want your house. I'm willing to put $1,000 up front to tell you I want your home. Now that number can change. You can put down as much money as you really want to put down because, like I said, you're going to get back at closing towards your down payment. So if you need $20,000 at closing, you could write that earnest money deposit for $5,000 or $7,000. The more you put down, the more serious you look. When we get into higher priced homes, that earnest money deposit does go up. So you will see more numbers closer to 1% of the sales price. And I will help you with that. And I'll say, look, the earnest money deposit on this house, when we're serious, we're writing a serious offer, it needs to be XYZ. And so we'll talk about that. If we're in a competing situation, I'll also let you know. I'll say, look, how about we put down a bigger earnest money deposit? We'll look more serious. We'll look better against the competition. And remember, you get it back at closing. If it's $5,000 less you have to come up with on closing date. How does that sound? And you'll say, that sounds great. I already have the money. No big deal. Let's do that. But those are conversations we'll have, and we'll figure out what's best for you guys. There are ways you can get the money back if the deal falls apart. You can't negotiate the home inspection. You can't negotiate the appraisal. So what does that mean? So we have repairs that need to get done at the home inspection. The seller's not willing to do them, and you're not willing to take this house based on those repairs that came up. Then we can terminate the deal, and you can get your earnest money check back. If the home does not appraise for the offer that you wrote, for the amount that you're willing to pay for it, and the seller's not willing to drop the price to the appraised value, then we can terminate the deal and you can get your earnest money deposit back. If the home is in an HOA, which is a homeowners association, and you get that homeowners association package and you're reading through it and something comes up in there that does not sit right with you, it says you have to have 7 bushes out front at all times, or you can't have a hot pink door, and these are things you just cannot deal with, you can terminate the deal and you can get your earnest money deposit back. You cannot get your earnest money deposit back if you find out your next door neighbor's house is coming on the market and you'd rather live there. You just call me one day and say, you know what, I don't want to buy a house anymore. I'm done. In those cases, the earnest money deposit goes to the seller. So I just like to remind all my clients, when you are writing an offer, it becomes a contract as soon as the seller signs and agrees to the terms. So this is a legally binding document. So you need to make sure you're serious. And when you write that check and that earnest money deposit, it's a big deal. So make sure you are serious. And we will talk about it again when we are in the house before we make the offer. You'll hear me say it over and over again. Are you sure this is it? Are you sure this is your house? I don't ever want to do anything you are not 100% comfortable. I am always here for you, and I'm 100% your advocate. We need to make sure we are making the right decisions for you and your family at all times.